I know you guys are very patient and you heard many speeches and all of them were good. This is a celebratory moment, so I want to take the time to, and this is a celebratory moment because it's a great day for labor. When you think about the graduates that sit here, I want to just take a moment to congratulate not just the graduates, but the loved ones, the faculty, the labor unions, our brothers and sisters in labor that are here to celebrate all of you, because we truly have that understanding. And on behalf of the United Federation of Teachers and Michael Mulgrew, President, and all of the officers and the 200,000 men and women that we represent, we congratulate you and give yourselves a round of applause for an incredible accomplishment. So I'm not going to be long in terms of speeches because I know what that does based on looking at some of your faces. But what I will say to all of us in this room, especially to the graduates, there's a saying by one of the greatest athletes in our modern era, Muhammad Ali, who said, "Service to others is the rent we pay for our room on this earth." Let me repeat that. Service to others is the rent we pay for our room on this earth. We know, brothers and sisters of labor, whether we build this city, whether we connect this city, whether we keep this city safe, or whether we educate our young people and adults, we know that the service that we provide, not just here in New York City, but throughout the country, is something that's often not recognized enough, often not appreciated. But at the end of the day, one of the things that we know unequivocally is that the work that we do matters, and without us, nothing would work. So I say to you, all the graduates, that it's important that we think about it. And to the paraprofessionals, when I think about labor and think about what we should be thinking about today, I believe it's the 50th anniversary of Medicaid this year. I believe it's the 80th anniversary of Social Security. Today, and the reason why this is a celebratory moment is because one of the things that we understand at the United Federation of Teachers is no matter what career choices that you make, it all starts with education. And education is where we need to ensure that we empower each and every one of our members. But once again, to our paraprofessionals, just to give you a history lesson on why we invest in the Harry Van Arsdale Center. When we think about the early 70s, paraprofessionals were individuals that were not necessarily thought of as an important role. During that time, when it came to the classrooms, teachers were the ones that were all-knowing. They didn't want anyone else in the classroom except other teachers. But through that all, paraprofessionals kept moving forward. And when we think about the role of paraprofessionals that was mentioned by one of the paraprofessional keynote today, they do many things, whether it's in the classrooms, libraries. They provide individualized and group instruction. For those are just students that are general ed. For our most sensitive students, students with disabilities, paraprofessionals, they feed students. Many brush their teeth. They do toileting. They change diapers. They provide services for individuals with wheelchairs and students that have what we call individual educational plans. So the role for paraprofessionals has been long and it has been difficult. But we have turned the page in terms of our union. And I must say, as a footnote in history, Al Shanker, the president of our union, during a 1971 delegate assembly, actually, when it came to paraprofessionals, threatened that he would quit if paraprofessionals were not organized. And I say that because that is an important moment in history, but today there was a writer, William Thetford, that said, any situation properly perceived becomes an opportunity. I say to you graduates, and I say to my colleagues in this room, today we're faced with many challenges. In education, we have standardized testing, we have cuts to many programs, we have poverty, we have hunger, we have many issues, shortages of teachers and educators. These are some serious challenges that we have besides all of the myriad of other challenges that we face with. But I say to you that when I look out into this audience, your colleagues here and elsewhere, when we think about this situation that we're in, and many of it's challenging, there is a huge amount of opportunity in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, you are that opportunity. Because one thing that we know is that there is a natural pool of talent in many of our unions. And this is a day for each and every one of us to showcase not just what you do, but your talents we are going to need as we make our way in the future if labor is going to survive. So I deputize each and every one of you, talented individuals, the incredible talent that sits in this room, to the loved ones and to the supporters of these men and women to do the work that they do every day. It could not happen if it wasn't for the collective effort of each and every one in this room and outside of this room. So I congratulate each and every one of you on your accomplishment. We look forward to your service and your continued service in your respective unions and giving back to your city. But I challenge us even further, that the service that we do, not just in our individual unions and locals, but in the sake of labor and for the sake of our city and country, I challenge us to extend our services. Extend our services to many of the young people today that are in crisis. Extend our services to many of the individuals in economically disadvantaged neighborhoods. Extend our services to anyone, whether it's the elderly, whether it's our young, to anyone who is in need. And I believe collectively and optimistically, if we do that and we provide those services, not only will we continue to have the greatest city that we live in, but we will also continue to have the greatest country in the world. So I thank you very much, and congratulations to each and every graduate and to the faculty here.